Okay, so this is just general random stuff that I like about the game that are kind of cool little additions that I've never really seen before in an MMO. So first stuff I like is Datacrons. These little things, they provide bits of lore that add to your codex, which is also... Codex is a very nice touch. It's not like Mass Effect where the main parts of it are voiced and other parts aren't. It's all text, so, I don't blame them for that. They're already making a gigantic game. But the Datacrons do make you explore a lot, even though you can't just go on YouTube and find videos to find them. And they also give you a permanent small stat boost. The stat boost is usually just like if you're on Korriban, which is the starting world for the Sith Warrior and the Sith Inquisitor, you're going to get like willpower or some sort of force a power boost. And then also it has a good revival system where basically if you get killed by an AI, you can wait 10 seconds, then 30 seconds, then an increasing amount to get revived on the spot. Now this is only out of combat, like when you die. If the rest of your group's in combat, you can't be revived there. One of them has to revive you out of combat with their revive ability, which has a cooldown, which I don't really like. Or if they're a Sith Inquisitor, or a Sith Sorcerer, or a Jedi Sage, then they can revive you in combat with an ability that they get eventually. Also, the out-of-combat healing ability is a very nice touch. I hated having to wait around in Galaxies and World of Warcraft to, like, stand around for 5 minutes to wait for my health to start to regenerate, but here, you can just start regenerating. It doesn't cancel out any negative overtime abilities, so you still have to deal with those, and those will interrupt the ability, which, I can't blame them for that, because if someone's in a war zone, they kill you, you want the effect to still be there. And then, the mod system, which I really like. Basically, it allows you to keep any piece of armor you get that's moddable, basically forever. Like, I found this really sweet golden kind of helmet thingy, and as you can see, my Inquisitor's wearing it in all the videos, and it's moddable. So I've kept this since, like, I picked it up on Terrace around, like, level 36, 38, something like that, and I'm level 44, so that's a pretty good time for that one ability. Also, moddable items generally do have better stats, so that's always good. And now this is kind of the stuff that I don't really like. So first off, the combat does start to feel like a grind. I don't think this is intentional, but I am so sucked in the story that I will many times try and just run fast as I can, get through as many enemy groups as I can, just like speed running, then get revived on the spot just so I can see the next cinematic, because I love the story so much, which, gets kind of annoying. It also eats up a ridiculous amount of hard drive space. It's 20 gigabytes. So, if you're like my one friend ran this on Boot Camp, and he only gave like 20 gigabytes to Boot Camp, and he had to reinstall Boot Camp because that wasn't enough for the game in Windows. But it also has some pop-ins, which, that's only when you're going from minimized to full screen. Also, there's a glitch that I've had with all my characters that have companions with lightsabers, which is where their lightsaber won't turn off out of combat. It'll just stay on, and I'll log back in, it'll be on, stuff like that. I'll have a video here of it right about now with the Jedi Knights, kind of apprentice-ish companion. Also, there is no cross-server support this time, so you can't switch servers even, for a fee. They're going to add that eventually. They let people switch over... Actually, no, they didn't let people. I was going to say they let people switch over from pre-launch to launch. But that's why all the pre-launch servers are still very heavy, because that's where all the people went in. So that's kind of the stuff that I liked, and stuff that I didn't like that's kind of missed and didn't really fit into any of the other categories. My final verdict for Star Wars The Old Republic is a 9 out of 10, which is awesome on my scale. It's got a good story, has nice additions to the genre like companions, and new PvP Warzone ideas like Huttball, which is very innovative. There's some glitches though, little missed things. The biggest drawback is the combat, which is Star Wars, but isn't really great or new or innovative. So, also, the endgame content I did not have time to review. I have heard it isn't that great, but given the amount of replayability in this game and how there are 8 different classes that can be replayed twice each for light side and dark side, that's an insane amount of content, because it's taken me 30 months to get to level 44. So overall, very good game. If you didn't like WoW and you took a break but you loved WoW's combat, give this one a try. You won't regret it. Even if you spacebar through all the story, it's still really fun. So, final verdict, 9 out of 10. Good game. Buy it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and sub for more tech and gaming news and reviews. And coming soon, I'm going to be doing some commentaries and some Let's Plays. So stay tuned and sub if you want to be notified for those.